All right, so basically drawing eyes. What I do when I draw eyes, I just kind of look at them like tree leaves. So let's just say this is a tree leaf. Can you see it? I'm gonna draw a couple more tree leaves. Let's change the angle of it a little bit. I want you to practice this at home with me, or wherever you're at, you can practice. We're just going to draw them at different angles. Okay? Maybe we'll draw some small ones here and make them real small, far apart. Okay? Then over here, maybe I'll cut them in half. So I won't draw the top half of the tree leaf. You see, this is the bottom half of the tree leaf. Okay? You see these? So this is what we're going to do. This is when I'm drawing eyes, I'll take these and I'll say, okay, for instance, let's just take LeBron's eyes. Okay? Let's say I was drawing his eyebrows. I'm going to draw his eyebrows real quick. Okay? Now we can use these tree leaves, the small ones. Let's use these. You see how that worked out? The same idea. We take them and we use the tree leaves to make eyes out of them. So let's just say somebody looked like they had sleepy eyes. I'll use these tree leaves here. So if somebody has sleepy eyes, I'll say, okay, cut the tree leaf in half. Give them a little bit of an eye here, and then I'll draw the other half of the tree leaf, but I'm only going to suggest it. So this is where the top of the other tree leaf would be. You see how sleepy the eyes look now? It's the idea of using the tree leaf. You can do anybody's eyes with these, with this little technique I'm showing you. Okay? Let's just say they have big eyes. Well, then you just make the tree leaves fatter. And then you put the eyeball in the middle, right? Give it a little bit of light, put a little circle right here, and then make a big circle around that. And then do like this. And if it's a girl, you can give her some eyelashes. See how that works? Okay, let's do a couple more then. I should have did this more uniform on the eyes, but let's go ahead and on the paper, but let's go ahead and do a couple of more. So we'll just fold this up here so you can see those tree leaves. Okay, so let's just say we're drawing these eyes right here. Okay, we're gonna do a quick couple of eyes. Remember, we got the tree leaves right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually keep these on screen for you so you can see them pretty good. And then we're just gonna do a couple of pairs of eyes real quick specifically, okay? So these are the tree leaves, turned upside down actually, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to manipulate this shape. So, if for instance, if you pick these, you can also have the power to take these and make them half leaves, or you can turn the leaf the other way and do the top of the leaf. Generally, these type of eyes are going to be for people that are smiling or laughing. You see what I'm saying? It'll be like that. Then you can add eyelashes if you want, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's say we're doing these eyes right here, okay? what I'll do, let's go ahead and draw. What kind of tree leaf do you think these eyes would be? Well, I don't know. If I'm looking at this one, I would think, I want you to look at the anchor point to the eyes. And I got to explain that too. What is an anchor point? So this way we can get the whole, it could be really understandable. Okay, so the shape is this. In order to be able to draw eyes, you have to be able to manipulate the size of it, the shape of them, the distance, and the angle. So if you follow my cursor, the middle of the nose is the anchor point. In other words, let's say this is the anchor point. Do those eyes do like this? Do those eyes do like this? Or do those eyes do like this? This is what you want to know. And then how far apart are they and what size are they? Okay? And if the person has big eyes or small eyes in real life, maybe a good caricature might be for you to make those eyes smaller. Or if they're far apart, maybe you can make them further apart. It's not about drawing an exact replica. It's about drawing your individual interpretation. Okay? So if we're looking at these eyes right here, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to say, okay, the anchor point looks like it's here in the middle of the nose, right? So you can see my cursor. Well, if we do a line straight across, just about they're on the same, everything's pretty much on the same plane. So what I'm thinking is her eyes are going to be a shape something like this one. Okay? So let's see if we're right. What if I draw that shape like this? And then I make them about yay far apart. Okay? And I give her eyeballs in the middle. Right? Put a little bit of light on the side. A little circle like that. And then I put a circle around that. And then I put a little line like this across the top. And give her some eyelashes. Some eyelashes here. And then I'll do something like this here. I think those are her eyes right there. We can get away with using those as her cartoon eye. You see what I mean? Hopefully you guys can see that pretty closely. So you can see the eyes I came up with as her cartoon eyes. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's go and try another one real quick. All right, so these eyes are going to be a little bit different. You know why I picked these? Because you see what's happening now. Now we're going to go with an anchor point that looks kind of like this one, where the eyes are going down. But you know what's crazy about it is we can use this same shape, right? So let's go ahead. I'll tell you what. I'm going to use my pencil. Draw my anchor point, right? Now we can use that same shape, put them about yay far apart. So watch. Same shape. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. One, two. Little bit of light right here. Right? Put a little circle around that. Put a separator over the eye. Give her some eyelashes. And then give her some eyes. Eyebrows. 1, 2. Okay. Let's erase those. Let's erase our guideline. Oh, we got to give her some little lashes down here, but that's okay. But if you look at them, those eyes can be an interpretation of her eyes in the picture. You understand how that works? Real easy. So let's do them one more time. Let's try those eyes again. So we'll draw it without the guideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line, line, circle, 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 circle. Eyebrows. Eyelashes. Now, if you look at those eyes, look at these eyes, you can see the similarity and therefore the cartoon. Okay, the anchor point generally will not be skewed. In other words, there's always going to be some consistency to the face. You're not going to just draw a pic. Somebody's eyes are not going to be. In other words, are you saying can one eye do like this and then one eye do like that? Okay, generally that's not going to happen. I'm sure there's an exception to every rule on Mars, but generally you're not going to see something like that. That's super rare that you see somebody where one of their eyes are taller or bigger than the other one. Okay, now what you will see is this, and let me give you another example. You may see somebody with an eye that does like this. Let's just say this eye is big like this. You might see somebody with an eye that does like this, where this eye looks smaller. Okay, and generally that'll happen when someone's making an expression. Like if I take my glasses off and I go, you see how this eye right here looks littler than that eye? Well, now that's what is happening. One of my tree leaves. So look, this eye went up and this eye went down. You see the expression? Uh-oh, I'm putting my glasses on, I can't see. But you can see how that expression in those eyes have kind of changed around. Okay? So if you keep this shape in mind, no matter what you think you see in front of you, when you're drawing a person live, when you're drawing a person live, don't get excited about what looks to be some confusing angle on their eye. Simply look at the edges of the eyes. I don't care what the rest of the eye is shaped like. Look at the edge of the eye. Now you might see something like this. Let me show you another trick that the mind will play on you. Okay, let's say you drawing an eye, right? Okay, like let me see. It might look like they have like a lot of fat over the top of their eye. I don't know if you've ever seen that particular. Let me see if I can find something like that here. Okay, you see this guy right here? You see his eyes where it looks like he has a lot of fat over the top of his eye, and his eye looks kind of weird. So don't let that fool you, because what's happening, let me show you, is this. If I draw this, right, let me show you. And then I do like this, right? Okay. If I draw that looks like an eye, right? But now, if I take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and I cover up this part of the eye, you see what's happening? So what's happening is a piece of skin has done that. In other words, it's basically a half an eye, right? Or half of the leaf. A piece of skin from the eye has folded over, and you can only see a little piece of the eye. You see what I mean? That leaf is being partly covered up by something. So that's kind of how it works. And this is how you master doing expressions. This is how the cartoonist can do it so fast. You know, sometimes, even me, when I'm drawing, sometimes my best drawings are when I take it back to the basics. When I start thinking too much and want to get too fly with the lines and all of that, then it doesn't come out right. So I'm going to do, it's 2:57, so I'm going to do another. I really don't have anywhere to be today, so I'm just doing a extended stream for you guys. Okay, so remember I told you, see how these eyes are looking off to the side here? Now you see this particular picture right here? If you look, her eyes are looking off to the side a little bit. Okay, she's looking over there. So let's go ahead over here. Maybe we got a little bit of room here. We can add some more eyes. Now let's see if we can put those eyes right here. Okay, so once again, where are the corners? Where are the corners of her eye? Okay, now I want you to also pay attention to this. Sometimes the eyelashes, because you put those on last, that'll fool you into thinking that the eye is going up like a cat. But women especially use that trick when they put makeup on. They specifically, you ever see some women and draw the little eye, they'll draw the little lines on the side of their eyes, so they'll make their eyes look more cat-like, because in our society, those type of eyes are considered more desirable, you know, for men, or men like to look at that. So when you see a cat, that's why you're always like looking at that cat like, oh man, that's a cool cat, like your cat eyes. So women want those cat eyes, but don't get fooled by that in life or in drawing either, okay? So let me show you what you do. Even though it may appear that her eyes are not on the same line, they actually are, okay? So what you'll do is you'll still draw the eye, right? And if you want, you can put a little bit of an angle to it. But don't get ridiculous. A little bit of an angle, right? The eyes will go over here because she's looking that way, right? Okay. She'll still have the curve over the top of her eye, but now you can use it. You can manipulate the lashes the same way the girls do with their makeup. You see? You can manipulate the corner of the eye like that, and then you just add your lashes on the bottom like this, right? And then look, all I gotta do is put her eyebrows in there. Now, if you look at those eyes, we can use those to make these eyes over here. You see what I'm saying? Real easy, real easy. Okay, so this, guys, is our lesson today, hopefully on eyes. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of basics about the eyes, break it down for you. It's really not that hard. You just got to learn. You just got to do it simply. Remember, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Back to the basics. That's what drawing is all about. Basic shapes. Okay? If a person, no matter what you're looking at on the face, it's always a basic shape involved in it. Okay? Hello there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, you did? Well then, you see that subscribe button below? Push it, and after, push the bell icon next to it and select the all option. Then you will get notifications of all new uploaded videos and when I go live. Oh yeah. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and check out these other videos for more cool stuff. Have a great day and happy penciling.